course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings. Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. Here's Wall after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Pass to George. Stolen by Russell. Deflects the pass. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. Here's Towns. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. He didn't let the defender get to him there.
George outside. Morris on the wing. McDaniels against Leonard. They get it back. Back to Morris. The 3. First shot won't go. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Yep, that one goes.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
The kick out to Edwards. Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's Wall. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, B.A., is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined. But it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy. Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Jackson, he's checked in for Wall. The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. George, left side. This one for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The Clippers on D. Trailing by 8. Here's Russell. Lays it up and banks it in. Russell's got his second basket of the game.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
George, no good. Minnesota with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Edwards. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Russell against Jackson. And here's McDaniels. A minute 31 left in the opening quarter. It's McDaniels on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Now here's Towns. Right wing. Outside McDaniels. Towns with the ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. The Clippers trail. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to George. Stolen by Russell. Edwards with it. Jackson in his pocket. Now here's Russell. Towns with the ball. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. George passes to Morris. The baseline J. Towns with a rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And Edwards slams it in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The team. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
On the court for Minnesota, the backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Russell against Jackson. Outside Edwards. With the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Batum, the pass to Covington. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
Robert Covington. First personal foul.
And that one falls for Towns. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Batum, right side. Second shot opportunity, and it's good. 2 points.
Yeah, you can't forget about the long arms of Batum. I mean, I want to see him be more active on the offensive glass because he's capable.
And that one misses. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Pass to Reed. It's deflected.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
Back to Powell. On the wing man. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Jackson, tightly guarded. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Here's Jackson. And the layup falls.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Anderson, count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Batum. They trail by 16. Knocked away. On the wing man. Inside. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And the Clippers with the ball. 6 to shoot. And that one is hammered home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now here's Reed. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Powell finds Batum. It's intercepted. Pass to Anderson. Now Reed. Anderson inside. Covered by Covington. Anderson can't get it to go. The Clippers shooting about 43% from the field in the second. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Prince. Takes the three. Covington grabs the board.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
To the middle. Here's Batum. And he can't get that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Down low. Here's Reed. There's the block. Covington with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Pass to Batum. There's the steal. Here's Reed, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Good on the second one. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Back to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. The T-Wolves on top. Thanks, Allie. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Russell from outside knocks it down from distance. Russell's got 7 points.
Oh, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
Back to Wall. It's George on the wing. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
George taking advantage of that close, tight defense, drawing the foul while taking his shot.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Offensive board. Here's Gobert. Second chance effort. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Here's George. George with another miss.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. George against Edwards. Outside for Russell. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell.
Ball entered from below the basket. Ball to the Timberwolves.
Gobert on the high post. It's Edwards on the wing. There's the three. On target from range. 7 points in the game.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
George against Edwards. Out to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Outside Russell. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Russell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble. Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Boy, and that'll give them a nice injection. Nothing like a rejection to get a team fired up.
Outside McDaniels. Fades away. He's off on that one. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Leonard passes to Wall. Offline with a three. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Edwards against George. Morris for three. Buries it from three. Morris has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Russell, the pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
George for three. Rebound Minnesota.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Towns. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. The Clippers have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. George, no good.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's McDaniels. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Morris. And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Minnesota basketball.
5 ticks left to play in the third. Towns for three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Minnesota ending the quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Shoots from 12. George's shot is off. Timberwolves shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Now Russell. Pass to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. From deep. Leonard pulls down the board. Well, Los Angeles shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Pass to Towns. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's George. Uses the glass on the layup.
You know, George not content just to roam the perimeter now. He'll attack the heart of the defense as well.
Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending from behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now here's Leonard. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Minnesota basketball.
And Minnesota has possession. And here's McDaniels. From outside the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Tries the spin move. George passes to Wall. Out to Leonard. Morris on the wing. Clock at 6. Zubats. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Puts it up. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. For Los Angeles, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. George for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and arc on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. From deep three-point range. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for D'Angelo Russell.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Wall finds George. Morris on the wing. Wall against Gobert. And there's Wall. That one's good. On the assist from Morris.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Pass to Towns. from deep. Can't get it to drop. And Los Angeles the other way now. And here's Leonard. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. McDaniels with it. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.
The starting.
Oh, a lot of history, Richard, between these two teams tonight will be another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt. Let's just say it that way.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1. Now Bain. Following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. Back to Bain. 5 on the clock. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Zubac finds George. Back to Zubac. Outside for George. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Jackson against Morant. Back to George. Shoots the 3. That doesn't go either for George.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Grizzlies making the shot. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Out to Morris. The tray. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Outside, George beyond the arc. And the Clippers miss again. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Here's Jackson. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. And you know, for what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Now here's Jackson, following the miss by Jaren Jackson. Zubac the pass to Morris. Here's Leonard, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now here's Morant. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the rejection by Zubac. And George kicks to Jackson. Left side, George. Leonard dishes to Morris. Takes it out to Leonard. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Adams. Memphis leading by 4. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thanks, David. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for your Clippers, Paul George. 2 shots.
Throw good, Paul George. And George drops them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Morant against Jackson. Morant passes to Adams. The shot's good. Adams has got his 2nd basket.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Jackson finds George. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Payne for 3.
And arguably the game's most versatile defender. Leonard can legitimately guard 1 through 5.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Memphis out in front, up. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson and Boyd. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. You've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe. Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Jackson kicks to George. Leonard on the wing. Brooks covering. Leonard the pass to George. Takes the 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Here's Morant. Here's the drive. Pass to Adams. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Clippers trail by 7. Jackson looking it over. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Here's Morant. And the layup falls.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bain against George. Pass to Leonard. Morris inside. Adams defending. The Clippers need to get off the shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, yeah, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Jackson misses. Clippers trail by 7. Stolen by Brooks. Outside Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Stolen by Brooks. He kicks it to Morant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And not a next-level athlete, but Morris has the ability to face up and beat his man off the dribble.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. And that one is good. Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Kicks it out to Leonard. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's Brooks on the wing. Back to Bain. Over George. Outside for Jackson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And George, here we go. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Out to Brooks. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
6 to shoot. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer.
And when Morris is playing with intensity like this, his defense can really shine through.
Outside Leonard. Out to Morris. Jackson comes over with the double. On the wing, Jackson. Outside, George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And here's Morris for 3. And the foul called goes by Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Memphis leading by 7. Morant outside. Poked away.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe. And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they performed at the line.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here's Jones. And it's Clark in the corner. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Morris with the ball.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as... got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Steven Adams with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
The way to limit those offensive boards, it's just effort, guys. Whoever is guarding him has to get to position and beat him to the spot.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. We've got Green. Williams is out there with Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in the 2 guard.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Tries to keep it alive. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Covington finds Powell. Takes it out to Covington. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. All alone. Conchar, good. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Ball passes to man. Powell for 3. The shot comes out, and it's Memphis the other way. Passes it to Conchar. Back to Green. It's Jones on the way. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Conchar can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 5. He takes it in and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Conchar, guarded by Powell. And it's Green missing.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
The pass to man. The kick out to Wall. Pass to man. Now here's Green. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Conchar can't get it to go. Clippers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker with the break. Williams with the ball, and Batum picks him up defensively.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside, Jones, and the wide open shot from Green. And a miss there on the triple. The Clippers trail. Outside, Batum. They can use a bucket, and the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The defense trying to knock Batum off his center of gravity there. Even with contact, he still gets it done.
Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Williams finds Green. Back to Williams. Kicks it out to Jones. Shot clock at 6. The Grizzlies with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Got a piece of it. Here's Conchar. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum. The Grizzlies have been unsuccessful at the line so far, 0 of 3, and looking to make their first free throw of the game right now.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Man passes to Batum. Here's Powell to the wing right side. The feed to Batum. And the dunk by Batum.
And nice ups from Batum. He's in the air for the jam before the defense can stop him.
Jones kicks to Green. Here's Conchar. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Here's Jones. Here's Conchar. And the 3 off target. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. A shot by Batum. No good. Now Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the right side. Here's Conchar. Oh, he misses the dunk. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Grizzlies out in front. Up by 1. We're going to step aside. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Morris passes to George to take the lead. That one, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. On the wing, Jones. Here's Conchar, guarded by Jackson. Conchar, good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Leonard against Green. Morris with a screen on Green. Leonard kicks to Morris. Outside for Jackson. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson passes to Zubac. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. Memphis leading. Outside, Jones. Pass to Conchar. Crafty move. Can't hit from in close. The Clippers shooting terribly up to this point. Just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. And an intentional foul right there. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Leonard kicks to George. Takes it out to Leonard. Morris outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Morris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
And dangerous in that catch and shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
And Morant throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team. And they will take it in a close game like this.
And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant with it. George picks him up. And they double up Morant. Bain passes to Morant. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Morant outside. Inside, Jackson. Ooh, what a slam! What a slam!
Gracious.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
George passes to Zubac. Back to George. It's stolen. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle. And here we go. The coach's challenge has been initiated. We now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original. The previous plays can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these the rule is confirmed. You know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. That's the latest, David.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Teron Lou's huddle. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. There's nothing there. Then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders. Boy, he'd sure like to have that wrist back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Morant with it. Guarded now by Morris. And Adams gets to Brooks. Morant outside. Sweet move. He lays it in. Morant's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
Closer in low. Let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
And here's George for 3. Kept alive. Outside for Jackson. Leonard with no one around. And they get it back. Passes it to George. For 3. He doesn't hit that one. And here we go. Outside Jackson. Jackson against Morant. The 3 ball buries the long-range jumper. And it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Leonard dishes to George. George missing again.
LA foul. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreak.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks' game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. It really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. This is...
alongside Grant Hill. And hey, a real treat in store for us tonight, folks. We get to see two teams with some of the best young talent in the NBA, Grant.
I mean, you said it best. I mean, these teams and their players, they have a lot of runway in front of them. So you get a glimpse of the league's future here. With the wealth of potential on both sides, these are teams that figure to be contenders for years to come.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Bane, the pass to Morant. The rebound by the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. Adams covering. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Outside Bane. Fires the three. That one no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
McDaniels passes to Russell. McDaniels against Brooks. Pass to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Edwards slams it in.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Here's Morant. Drives to the hoop. Morant with the slam.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Russell up top, pounded by Morant. Pass to Russell. Back to Towns. Outside Edwards. Over Bane.
I love how aggressive Bane is on defense. He doesn't give his man much room to work with.
Jackson outside. Outside Bane. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Rudy Gobert picks one up. First one falls.
The shooting of Desmond Bane is special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
And Bane drops them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Gobert with a screen on Morant. Russell to pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powered it home.
Jackson left side. Outside Bane. Kicks it out to Jackson. 4-3. That shot is off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
And this is the chemistry Towns has with his guys. He recognizes when to go for alley-oops. I love it.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
A minute 58 left to play in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. McDaniels against Brooks. That one goes. Count it. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times. And he's a block machine.
To the inside. Here's Gobert. No good on the shot. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Gobert passes to Edwards. Back to Gobert. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
And sometimes you just overpass. I mean, that would have been a good time to just go up with it.
Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
That one misses. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Russell against Morant. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Shoots it from the high post. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. Outside for Morant. Jackson outside. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Bain. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Down low. Here's Gobert. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Steven Adams.
When Gobert gets in deep, that's often your best option, is to wrap him up and send him to the line.
So he comes up empty at the line. And there it is for him.
Hustle points. Now, just like any others, that's a great play.
Now here's Morant. Up in time. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The T-Wolves on. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside for Brooks. Launches a 3. Drops in the 3. Brooks has got 5 now.
So many teams are loading up on big wings who can shoot it. Dylan Brooks, he fits that bill.
Pass to Towns. Puts up a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Bain, the pass to Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. Morant with it. On the wing, Bain. The 3 is up. Here's Adams. Another shot. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
The Timberwolves trail. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Outside Bain. Nice move. Morant got the loose ball, but that'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, my. A powerful throwdown at its best. The defense wasn't quite effective enough right there, B.A.
He got all the room he needed. That's a jam you know this crowd's going to remember for a long time. Outside Edwards. Over Bain. Towns for 3. Brooks with the rebound. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Morant against Russell. Outside McDaniels. Right side Russell. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Morant against Russell. The drive by Brooks. Pass to Adams. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. McDaniels inside. Brooks defending. McDaniels can't hit. For Memphis, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And it's Morant missing. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Wing shot on the way. Gobert inside. Adams is there. Shot clock at 6. Towns for 3. Gobert. Tip back in for 2. Gobert's got 6.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Jackson on the wing. Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. Jackson on the wing. From the arc. Connects from downtown. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
There's the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
Russell double team. Towns for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. He's got 7.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Here's Gobert. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Desmond Bain, and the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Anderson's checked in for Towns. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Noel, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. Here's Morant.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? He came into the NBA ready to prove himself. He just keeps getting better.
First free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. And Morant drops them both. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Noel from deep 3-point range. And we're through the first half of play here. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third.
The Grizzlies, 20.
Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Rudy Gobert really making a difference here.
He's factored into their game plan in a big way tonight. He's been a key guy.
This is why you prepare. Get ready for the opportunity if it comes your way, because you may be asked to deliver.
We've got Jordan McLaughlin. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Back to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Banked it in off the glass.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Pass to Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Getting himself to the rim, Anderson continually finds ways to impact the game.
Outside, Williams. Here's Conchar. Clark with it. Reed with the rebound. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. To the middle. Pass to Prince. Back to Reed. Clark grabs the board. Memphis trailing here. Outside Jones. On the wing, Conchar. Back to Jones. Outside for Green. Memphis needs to get off a shot from deep. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Out to the wing. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Back to Clark. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Conchar. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. To the paint. Stolen by Jones. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Green. Williams has got his first bucket in this one. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Reed. Here's the three. And another three from Minnesota.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Now Clark. Green in the post. Prince is there. Yep, that one goes.
Nice look for Danny Green there, taking charge. You love the leadership he's brought everywhere he's gone. Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Reed with it. A slam dunk by Reed.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Jones with the ball. Jacks up a three. And it's Noel with a rebound. And Xfinity Analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
Good D by Clark. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Jones with the ball, picked up by Reed. Clark outside. Outside for Green. On the wing, Conchar. Fires from deep. And that comes off the assist by Green. Conchar's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's McLaughlin. Williams defending. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Reed. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Reed's got 9 points.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Outside Jones. Pass to Green. 2 on the clock. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
Russell against Morant. Pass to Jackson. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough game.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Brooks from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. McDaniels with it. Jackson in his pocket. Gobert passes to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And both free throws good for Edwards. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. Outside Bain. 5 to shoot. A shot to stop the run. And they recover it. Brooks outside. And another miss by Memphis. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Now Edwards. Outside for Russell. Back to Edwards. From deep. That shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bain. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
Edwards against Bain. Here's Towns. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Russell against Morant. Outside Bain. Pass to Brooks. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Russell against Jackson. Russell to pass to Towns. Here's Edwards.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Towns. Lets the 3 fly. Sends it home from 3-point land.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. A minute 37 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Russell. He can't hit that time. Memphis, they're working against the clock now. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Brooks outside. Jackson outside. Back to Brooks. 3-pointer. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Timberwolves.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Rudy Gobert.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. Seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Back to Russell. Stolen by Jackson. Here we go, one-on-one. The three from Bain. And they get it back. Adams, a pass to Brooks. And here's Morant. Jackson for three. Off the mark. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. All right, Allie, good stuff.
Oh, say does.
And this game features two tremendous passing teams, and there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. Now, here is George. Morris with the screen for George. Back to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
Here's Russell. There's the lob to Towns. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the dunk by Jackson.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys, such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Russell finds Gobert. Lays it up off the glass.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
It's George on the wing. From 8, and again the Clippers good for 2.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Now, here's Leonard. Poke loose. Outside for Jackson. And that one hits back iron.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive. Sees that window and exploits it.
George looking around. Kicks it out to Leonard. Uncovered. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Altman. David.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lou and I were able to chat. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. They get it back.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
That's easy money for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets in close range and leaves no doubt.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Jackson with it. Back to George. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Morris, no good. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Here's Jackson following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And George kicks to Morris. Back to George. Gobert with the block.
Well, let's remember Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
Edwards looking it over. Yes, that goes in. Edwards got 6.
And I really feel like he just wanted us to see that leader there. That's a shot he's very comfortable with. Now
here's Jackson. outside Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done.
Here's Towns, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Had about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And Towns drops them both.
Boy, really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can get from the line at a consistent rate.
Tie game. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Yep, it counts.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Now, here's George. Driving the lane, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. If your player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Jackson passes to George. From deep three-point range. No good on that one. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Deflects the pass. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Out to the right wing. Pass to Gobert. To the left side wing. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. 2 points. That one goes. Edwards got the lead up to 3 now for Minnesota.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
George passes to Zubac. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the knee and attacking.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now, here is Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And here's Edwards from the arc. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
There's the lob to Towns. Zubac against Towns. And there's the pass to George. To end the cold streak, and that's 2 points on the layup. George has got 9.
Paul George has excellent instincts in the paint. This guy has the size, the touch, complete offensive player.
Russell kicks to Towns. Russell left side. Over Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
I'll tell you, proving how dangerous he can be inside. D'Angelo Russell forcing the defense to make a commitment.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Morris finds Leonard. Now, here's George. 1:24 left in the second quarter. Morris passes to George. And McDaniels with the block. To the paint. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
1:10 left here in the second. Jackson dishes to George. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morris. He kicks it to George. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota leading by 3. Russell passes to McDaniels. Russell inside. Defended by George. Towns wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Towns has got 11.
Well, bigs now have got to be able to stretch the floor. Karl Anthony Towns, a knockdown 3-point shooter.
George against Edwards. And it's George missing. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. Russell passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his 3rd foul so far. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Driving in. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Here's Noel. The 3. The shot that time, not on target. Clock runs out, and we're hit. Thank you, David, for that. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So for the Clippers right now, Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Wall's shot is off.
All the time in the world to get that one off. Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Reed. Wall grabs the board.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And Batum kicks to Covington. Up top, Batum. Guarded by Reed. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Powell dishes to Batum. Powell, the pass to Batum. A shot missing. Good D by Anderson. Kicks it to Prince. Anderson outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Man passes to Batum. The rebound by Prince. Timberwolves leading by 6. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Noel passes to Reed. Covington with the steal. Wall dishes to Powell. Passes it to Man. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Powell with it. Here's Man. Reed with the rebound.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
And Wall kicks to Batum. The shot, no good. Timberwolves go the other way with it. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers Doris won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Covington, rebound Minnesota. Prince outside, pass to Reed. Fades and shoots. Rebound by John Wall. Clippers trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Up top Powell. He's been pitching so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And the pass to Anderson. Prince outside. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound. Tries again. Pass to Noel. Here's Reed. And they recover to the inside. Tries yet again. Shot good by Noel. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I'll tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Covington dishes the Wall. Gets it off. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Minnesota up by a dozen here at the... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Thank you, David. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now, here is Russell. Out to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Drills it from outside. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
Here's George. Zubac's a screen on Edwards. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Towns, the pass to Edwards. just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Out to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. McDaniels got his first points of the game.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
And it's George missing. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Now, here is Russell. Gobert with a screen for Russell. Pocket 6. Down low. Right side, Edwards. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Zubac. And rejection by McDaniel. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Leonard looking over the floor. A fadeaway off the left rim and out.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Outside, Russell. Edwards finds McDaniel. On the wing, Morris. To the middle. Zubac in the post. Edwards there. Morris passes to Zubac. To end the drought. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
So it's the Timberwolves now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Outside, George. Fires from deep. Doesn't go that time.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Clippers trail by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Minnesota.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Edwards against George. Over Edwards. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To the paint. It's deflected. And the rejection by Zubac. They recover it. 5 on the clock. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. Offensive rebound. Back to Leonard. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Even thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
Number 12,
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now here's Morris. Leonard left side. Pass to George. Out to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Sure, from three-point range.
Came into the league and struggled from the three-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength.
Morant against Jackson. And it's Morant missing. Leonard outside. And here's Zubats. Morris on the wing. Out to Leonard. It's tipped. Jackson against Morant. It's George on the wing. Morant finds Brooks. The shot comes out. And the Clippers will come the other way. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, BA, ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoying playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character. Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big lead. Now here's George. Out to Leonard. Let's go with a three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 6.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there and made the defense stretch out.
Brooks against Leonard. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him.
Morant with the slam! This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Leonard outside. George for three. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis trailing here. Brooks right side. Morant with it. Jackson in his pocket. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Leonard outside. Pass to Jackson. It's George on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Jackson. Leonard for three. Grizzlies with the rebound. On the wing, Brooks. George defending. Now Morant. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Payne, the pass to Brooks. Back to Payne. 6 on the shot clock.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over. He blocks shots. He's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Brooks outside. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there. Refusing to let the defense have the last word.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. George finds Jackson. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Morris on the wing. Pass to Leonard. Fades back. And he makes it. Leonard's got 8 points.
And that's usually a solid strategy. Get the ball into Leonard's capable, large hands and let him go to work.
Jackson against Morant. And the dunk by Jackson.
Rise up and flush it, big man. If he wanted to, he could have ripped the rim off the backboard of that one.
George against Payne. And the jam by George.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
Outside Morant. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk. It's George with the drive. It's a tie game in Memphis. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
And they're on the break. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover from it.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100%, a priority for him and the team.
And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. Jackson's got 8.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Here's George. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Brooks. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Leonard, left side. Back to Jackson. Morris outside. Spins. Here's George. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Outside for Brooks. And stolen by Leonard. And here comes the break. And George with the jam.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's George. He's got 6. Misses the corner 3. Brooks against George. Down low. Oh, deflected. Zubac with the steal. Leonard outside. To the paint. Zubac shot is off.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Here's Morant. Outside for Brooks. Back to Morant. Outside Bane. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Paul George.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, can be a nightmare for the opponent.
Here's Morant. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Second chance shot. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
What determination from Morant in the paint. Getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. 1:24 left in the second. Pass to Leonard. Here's Zubac. Adams covering. Brooks against Leonard. Adams grabs the miss.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Pass to Brooks. Back to Bane. Clock at 6. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's George. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Well, great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
That's good from George. The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant. Jackson's got 10.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
To the inside. And he got got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
So he gets them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside Morant. On the wing, Bain. It's good if it goes. And that's not going to go. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the long. Allie, as always, thank you.
25.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Wall and Powell in the backcourt duo. Terrence Mann is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the 5 spot. Now here's Green. Pass to Williams. Now here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Powell. It's Covington on the wing. Outside Wall. Lets it fly. Good D by Clark.
Nice work defensively, meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
Outside Green. Outside Jones. For the lead. Batum pulls it in.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost. After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Now Jones. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Conchar. Now covers. Back to Jones. Green in the post. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Powell passes to Covington. Here's Mann. Misses off the left iron.
Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Green. The kick out to Williams. And stolen by Covington. Batum outside. Pass to Mann. Now here's Covington. It's stolen by Green. Clark in the post. Now covers. Oh, can't finish the one-handed jam. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden, the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
And the Clippers with the ball. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Powell passes to Wall. To stop the drought. Powell's shot is off. Memphis leading. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Just to make it so much easier for your teammates when you throw that lead pass that gets to them right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Powell. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Batum finds Wall. Batum in the post. Working on Clark. Batum's shot is off. Williams with it. Guarded by Covington. Jones against Wall. Jones, the pass to Williams. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Powell right side to the middle. Here's Wall. The Grizzlies pull it in. Clark's got 4 rebounds now. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Outside, Williams. Fires in the triple. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Here's man. Green covering. Oh, and there's the one-hand jam.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
The Clippers trail. And stolen by Williams. On the wing, Conchar. Shoots over Powell. No good. A bit long that time. Now Los Angeles with it.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Well, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And Batum has lost a lot athletically, but still quick enough to outthink a defender.
And he makes the first. He's off on the second. Outside Jones. Sinks the tray. Jones has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. A tremendous defense. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Danny Green is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Green. Back to Jones. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 5. Outside Jones. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Stolen by Jones. It's a one-on-one situation. Williams with it. Guarded now by Morris. And for the Clippers, they're shooting about 43% on this one. George against Jones. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
A line change here for Memphis. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
Back to Morant. Driving inside. The 3 from Payne. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
George passes to Zubac. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Brooks against Leonard. Driving to the basket. George for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Moran against Leonard. Brooks outside. The 3. They get it again. Pass to Moran. There's the triple. Shot's no good. Made 4. He's missed 4 now. And here are the Clippers now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. Oh, got a piece of it. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Jackson. And that's off the glass and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 13. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
The free throw drops from Zubats. The Grizzlies have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Left side, Morant. Outside, Bain. Pass to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Memphis the rebound. Outside for Morant. And here's Jackson. Beyond the arc. Here's Adams. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And the team leans on him for moments like this where they need him to dominate offensively.
Morant against Jackson. Outside for Morant. From downtown. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Goes back up. Goes up again. Oh, Leonard with the block.
That's why they call him the clock. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
And George with the jam.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
On the wing, Brooks. Outside for Morant. Outside Bain. From deep three-point range. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson, pass to George. Tries the spin move. Pass to Leonard. Stolen by Jackson. Over to the wing. Back to Bain. The 3-ball. He buries it from 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Jackson outside. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 6. Shot by Leonard, no good. And here are the Grizzlies. The 3 from Bain. It's rebounded by Zubats. Leonard against Brooks. Jackson, pass to George. And so the Grizzlies take the win. A clean win. And one, thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Oh, say does that
And great, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Here we go. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Bain passes to Adams. He gets that one.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Okay, David, thanks.
Just too good a player to leave open.
Outside, Russell, down low. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Here's Morant after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Morant kicks to Bain. Morant against Russell. Morant passes to Brooks. They double him with Russell. Just 4 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Payne for 3. They get it back. Adams dishes to Brooks. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start off the game. Morant against Russell. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis. Left side, Bain. Morant kicks to Bain. Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. Towns with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And Morant throws it down.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant flying up in the air for the jam?
Oh, the lob to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. Morant kicks to Bain. Fires the three. And it's Morant missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A nice shot by McDaniel. The Grizzlies trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Morant passes to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. Payne for 3. Tries to save it. No good that time.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Well, I tell you what, such a smooth, tight handle. I mean, especially for a guy with a 6'5" frame and 6'9" wingspan.
There's Morant after D'Angelo Russell's bucket.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the basket by Jaren Jackson. Shot clock at 3. And here's Edwards from the arc. The rebound by Steven Adams. Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. 7-second difference, shot in the game clock. Morant passes to Adams. Here we go, one-on-one. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And if he gets looked that plainly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the first. Now Morant. Adams down low. Brooks from outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
On the court for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Now here's Edwards. No points in the game yet for him. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Now Morant, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. 4 on the clock.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Out left to the wing. The kick out to Towns. Back to McDaniel. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And it's Towns missing. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. In the corner, it's Bain. And stolen by Russell. Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain. Here's Gobert. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Outside, Bain. Outside for Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And Russell gets it to go.
They opened the gates, and he came through. D'Angelo, quick recognition.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Morant. And Morant holds it down.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
And it's Memphis on the break. Brooks has got the ball. Jackson kicks to Bain. It's Morant in the corner. Morant with another miss. Minnesota leading by 3. Russell dishes to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got 6. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the nice highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Now here's Edwards. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Grizzlies on defense. Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. This is to Adams. That one drops for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Russell passes to Edwards. Fade away. John Morant grabs the rebound. Outside, Bain. Right side, Jackson. Back to Bain. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here's Bain, and he dunks it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Grant and Adams kicks to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks outside. Just 3 to shoot. A 3-pointer off the mark. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
We've got Williams, also Green out there. Tyus Jones out there with Clark. And it's Conchar into the 2-guard. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Prince's shot is good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Jones kicks to Green. Here's Conchar. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Pass to Anderson. Pass to Reed. Atop the key, Prince. And here's Anderson from the arc. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 1. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And he sinks the second.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. The kick out to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And they're on the break. Here's Conchar. That shot off. Timberwolves go the other way with it. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Anderson with the screen for Prince. Lobbed up there for Anderson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now, here's Clark. Now the pass to Concho. Green kicks to Jones. Lets it go from the wing. That one wide left.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
That one falls. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Clark right side. Back to Williams. He dishes it to Jones. This is it to Concho. Let's go. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. It's stolen by Jones. Outside, Green. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Anderson, a screen on Jones. Pass to Anderson. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Here's Conchar. Jones kicks to Williams. Here's Conchar. They kick it out to Green. Outside, Jones. Driving inside. For the tie, here's Williams. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Noel. Green with the block.
Excellent defender is Danny Green. He's instinctual, and he's got great court awareness defensively.
41 seconds left in the third. Back to Jones. Memphis moving that ball around. It's up a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And finished off by Williams.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's McLaughlin. It's not going to go for him.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves lead. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And a look at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Morant. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Gobert, good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Outside for Jackson. Off target from outside. Morant with the steal.
Rudy Gobert. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw good. Bain. Morant surveying the D. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson kicks to Bain. And it's all evened up. Bain's got 4 points this quarter.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teamer.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Gobert. Tries again. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Morant against Russell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with him.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He'll kick out to Towns. From downtown, Brooks grabs the board.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. And Morant gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Oh, here's Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He is the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Jackson finds Brooks. Now here's Morant. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Towns.
Aggressive defense from Towns. They're staying all over the shot and getting a clean block.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Russell with it. From deep. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Morant reaches to Jackson.
At the strike, Jackson more than capable, but can he do it when it matters most?
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Towns, a screen on Bain. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Front past the arc. Another miss by Minnesota.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, Bain. Shot clock at 6. Out to Morant. From deep three-point range. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Adams finds Bain. And again, Memphis no good.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Edwards can't hit. Stolen by McDaniels. From outside the arc, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Morant. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.